Hello, everyone. Welcome to the theory class. Today, we're going to be covering lesson 12. So before we get started, let's go ahead and do our evaluation. And that is going to cover lesson 11. Here we go. Ready? Number 1, gentlemen. The gentlemen met in the lounge. Number 2, gape. That comes from the word gaping, as in there was a gaping hole in the wall. So gape, gape. Number 3, jog. Do you like to jog? Number 4, gentleman. He was a gentleman. Number 5, crow. The crow is on the roof. Number 6, going. We are going to the store. Number 7, gut. I have a gut feeling about this. Number 8, heart. Do you have a strong heart? Number 9, the brief good. That is a good thing. Number 10, juice. Drink your juice. All right, let's go over these. Number 1, get out of the way here so you can see the board. Gentlemen, that's going to be initial J, E. Number 2, gape, initial G, long A, P. Number 3, jog, initial J, O, G. Number 4, gentleman, initial J, A. Number 5, crow, K, R, long O. Number 6, going, initial G, final G. Now make sure you don't throw in that O. I know a lot of times people want to do that, but the brief is just initial G, final G, no O. Number 7, gut, initial G, U, T. Number 8, heart, H, A, E, R, T. Number 9, the brief good, initial G. Go is just G, O. And number 10, juice, initial J, long U, S. All right, so if you had any problem with those, go back, practice that chapter or that lesson before you move on. Today we're going to be covering lesson 12. Okay, so as you can see, we're building from each lesson. So you need to have a full, complete grasp on all the previous lessons before you move forward. All right, so let's take a look at our handouts for 12.1. So if you notice, it says new letters, final CH, final SH. So today you're going to learn words that end with CH and SH. So for instance, teach would be written as T-A-E-C-H. Our CH is going to be the final FP, and that is struck with my right hand, index finger, and middle finger. It's a very easy stroke, so the only thing that takes time is more about reading it and knowing what you wrote. So the FP is the CH. So you want to start reading that as CH. You don't want to see that as FP. You want to see those two as CH. Okay? The next letter we're learning today is going to be the final SH, which is struck with the same two fingers, but it's down straight down below it, the RB. So words like fish would be written as F-I-S-H. SH is going to be the RB, okay, the final RB, all right? So again, it's an easy stroke. It's more being able to read what you wrote and knowing that that's the CH and the SH sound. let's look at some of our words. Line 1, we've got teach, T-A-E-C-H. All right. Then we have reach. Now notice we've got the A-E because it's the E-A reversal. R-A-E-C-H. Rich, R short I-C-H. Patch, P-A-C-H. Botch, line 2. Now that has the broad A sound, the ah sound, but it's spelled with an O, so we're going to keep it with an O. Okay, so don't forget that rule. If it has an ah sound and it's spelled with an A, then we write it as the AU, the ah. But if it's spelled with an O, even if it has the ah sound, we keep it with the O. So botch is going to be written as B-O-C-H. Touch, T-U-C-H. Peach, P-A-E-C-H. Fetch, F-E-C-H. Okay, next line, beach, B-A-E-C-H. Now, if you notice the next beech, that is a long E because it's spelled differently. All right, so that's B-E-E-C-H. That is a large tree that grows beech nut fruit. Okay, so we're going to write that a little bit differently. We're going to write that as B long E-C-H because it's spelled E-E. Okay, so that's the difference between beech, let's go to the beach, and the tree beech. Okay, then we have ditch, D short I-C-H. So the T is silent. Okay, bitch, B short I-C-H. Stitch, S-T short I-C-H. Batch, B-A-C-H. Latch, L-A-C-H. Match, M-A-C-H. Catch, K-A-C-H. Again, it's a silent T. Okay, now we've got breach and breach. We've got two different meanings here, two different spellings. The first breach is the one you're going to hear more often. That's a violation of law, or you hear breach of contract. That is going to be written as B-R-A-E-C-H. Then we have breech. That is the back part of a rifle or a gun. That is going to be the long E, B-R long E-C-H because of the spelling. Okay. Speech, S-P long E-C-H. Such, S-U-C-H. Torch, notice that's a long O, T long O. Let's see here. We're going to, it should go such and then poach. I made a mistake there. So let's not worry about torch, okay? We're going to jump right on over to poach, okay? So scratch that. So after such, then we have poach. P long O-C-H, poach. Roach, R long O-C-H. Touch, T-U-C-H. Brooch, B-R long O-C-H. Then we have leech and leech, all right? The first leech is the blood-sucking parasite, and notice the spelling E-E, so we're going to use a long E, L long E-C-H. Then we have L-E-A-C-H, so there's our A-E reversal spelling rule. That means to drain away from the soil, the nutrients are leached away. That's going to be written as L-A-E-C-H. Okay, looking at the next line, preach, P-R-A-E-C-H. Screech, S-K-R long E-C-H. Ouch, O-U-C-H. Pouch, P-O-U-C-H. Now let's talk about that a little bit. Notice that those two words, ouch and pouch, have an ow sound. You're going to be learning more about the ow sounds, oi sounds in another lesson that will be coming up soon. But you do have two words that have the ow sound. Anytime we have anything like owl or ouch, pouch, that's written as the O-U, ow, okay? So if you notice, it's O-U-C-H, and that's where we get that from. Okay. All right, so before we start our SH words, let's see here. I want to go back up to line 6. So after such, okay, we have the word hooch. Hooch, H-O-O-C-H. Now, you're going to be learning in the next, down in 12.4 on handout 12.4, you're going to be learning the spelling rule, AA for OO. So you're going to have this just a little bit early, one of the words, okay? So line 6, second word after such. I had originally said torch, but it was supposed to be hooch. So if you notice hooch is there, anytime, that's another spelling rule. We kind of went over that in another class, in the previous class. Anytime you have a word that's spelled O-O, we use A-O to show that it's an O-O word in English. So hooch is going to be H-A-O-C-H. Okay, remember that movie Turner and Hooch? So again, it's spelled H-O-O-C-H, so we're going to write it as H-A-O-C-H, okay? And again, we're going to be learning that later on in this lesson. All right, so that is pretty much 12.1. Now let's start off with, let's go ahead and go over the SH words. Line 9. We have stash. Again, SH is going to be the RB. So you want to look at that RB as an SH. Stash, S-T-A-S-H. Rush, R-U-S-H. Fish, F-I-S-H. Josh, J-O-S-H. Now, we're not talking about somebody's name. We're talking about like a joke. Like, are you joshing me? Don't josh me. That means like to kid around with someone. So we don't flag it because we're not talking about somebody's name. It's a lowercase j. All right. Posh. Now again, posh has an ah sound, but it's spelled with an O, so we're going to keep it with an O. P-O-S-H. Sash, S-A-S-H. Rash, R-A-S-H. Push, P-U-S-H. Slush, S-L-U-S-H. Dish, D-I-S-H. Flash, F-L-A-S-H. Brash, B-R-A-S-H. Smash, S-M-A-S-H. Clash, K-L-A-S-H. Mash, M-A-S-H. Hash, H-A-S-H. Plush, P-L-U-S-H. Blush, B-L-U-S-H. Now notice that both of your fingers, your middle and your index, will be on both of those. So it might feel a little odd, but that's our B and this is our L. So you're going to see the P-W-H-R for B-L, okay? Swish, S-W-I-S-H. Bash, B-A-S-H. Now, looking at line 14, we have the word gnash. That's like a verb, to grind one's teeth together as a sign of anger. Gnash has a silent G, so we're going to write that as N-A-S-H, very phonetic. Wish, W-I-S-H. Dish, D-I-S-H. Shush, S-H-U-S-H. Lash, L-A-S-H. Splash, S-P-L-A-S-H. Bush, B-U-S-H. Hush, H-U-S-H. Now, looking at line 16, we have wash. That is a broad A sound, ah. And it's spelled with an A. So we're going to write it as W-A-U-S-H. So if it helps you, highlight that word so that the A-U stands out, okay? And then we've got cash, trash, fresh, crash, brush, flesh, crush, leash. Notice that's the AE reversal. Slash and trash. All right, now moving into handout 12.2. It still is focusing on the SH and CH words, but it's just comparing the two. So we have bash, batch. So B-A-S-H. And then we have batch, B-A-C-H. So that's why it's so important that you get the correct ending, because it's going to change the whole word. Lash, L-A-S-H. Latch, L-A-C-H. Mash, M-A-S-H. Match, M-A-C-H. Dish, D-I-S-H. Ditch, D-I-C-H. Bush, B-U-S-H. Butch, B-U-C-H. Cash, K-A-S-H. Catch, K-A-C-H. Now, line 4, we've got wash and watch. It's spelled with an A, but has an ah sound, so we're going to write it with a broad A. Wash, W-A-U-S-H. Watch, W-A-U-C-H. Hush, hutch. Swish, switch. Leash, leach. Now, that leach again is a verb to drain away from soil. The nutrients will leach away. That's the EA reversal, so we're going to use the L-A-E-C-H. Crush, crutch. Hash, hatch. Okay. Now, 12.3 sentence drill. Let's look at these sentences. This focuses on all of the CH and SH words. Okay, again, anything that is underlined means you need to phrase it. Okay. I want you to look at line 3. First sentence says, mash it up. Make sure you phrase it up. That's T-U-P. Initial T for it, U-P for up, it up. So it looks like tup. Looking down in line 6, it says, cash in your stock. Stock is spelled with an O but has an ah sound, but because it's spelled with an O, we keep it as an O. So stock is S-T-O, final K. Okay. Looking down in line 11, it says pick the peach off the tree. If you need to, highlight off the, we want to phrase that, O-F-T. Off is O-F, and then we just add the T. Okay, O-F-T for off the. Line 13, stitch up the rip in the robe. You want to make sure and phrase up the, U, final P, final T, up the. Line 14, he did not botch the job. Again, botch has a broad A sound, but it's spelled with an O in English, so we're going to keep it with an O, B-O-C-H. Okay, everything else there looks good. Now, moving on over to 12.4. This is a spelling rule, a lot like the AE reversal. If you have a word that is spelled with the OO, and it does not matter if it's a oo sound or not, you're always going to write it as the AO on the machine. So it does not matter what the sound is, okay? Any word that's spelled OO is written with the AO regardless of the sound. So make a little note if you need to. A lot of times these words have a oo sound, like spoon, boon, loon, things like that, but not always. Soot is spelled with the OO, so we're going to use the AO on our machine. Same with door. Door is spelled D-O-O-R. So because it's spelled O-O, we're going to write that as D-A-O-R. Okay, so let's look at some of these words. Spoon, S-P-A-O-N. Soon, S-A-O-N. Doom, D-A-O, final M. Loom, L-A-O, final M. Soot, S-A-O, final T. Boon, then we have cool, K-A-O-L. Wool, W-A-O-L. Room, R-A-O-M. Boom, B-A-O-M. Two, as in me too. That is going to be written as T-A-O, okay? I want to go too, meaning also. I want to go as well. That's T-O-O, so that's going to be written as T-A-O. Stood, again, that doesn't have a oo sound, but it's spelled O-O, so we're going to write it as S-T-A-O, final D. Fool, door, again, door, D-A-O-R, because of the O-O spelling. Book, again, it doesn't have a oo sound, but it's spelled O-O, so we're going to write it as B-A-O, final K. Look, shoot, foot, ooze, ooze, A-O, final Z. Stoop, boot, coop, loop, pour. Again, that one doesn't necessarily have a oo sound. The family is pour, P-A-O-R. Troop, stool, wood, moon. Food, scoop, hoot, proof. Cool, loot, root, mood. Roof, tool, brook, initial B-R-A-O, final K. Gloom, again, gloom is going to feel a little weird because you're going to use the initial G and the L, A-O, final M. So you're using all of these letters here. Okay. Pool, room, loose. Her tooth is loose, L-A-O-S. That's different from lose. We'll talk about that later. But loose is spelled O-O, so we use the A-O. Groom, goose, noose, moose, shoot. Okay, so if you have to, write that down. The A-O or O-O words that are spelled with O-O are written as A-O, and that is a spelling rule, no matter what the sound is. Moving into 12.5, we've got a sentence drill that focuses on those O-O words. Okay. Now, just a little reminder in line 4, it says, look at the ooze. Don't forget, at the is T-E. It's underlined for you, but I like to remind everyone. And then the third sentence over, the boot is tight. Don't forget, that's a G-H-T word, so we're going to write that as T, long I, G-T. Okay. Line 6, the first sentence says, the food is good. Now, good is spelled O-O, but don't forget, good is a brief. Initial G, good. Okay. Again, line 9, third sentence says use light wood. That's a G-H-T word, so we're going to write that as L, long I, G-T. Line 10, second sentence over, I stood by the boom. Just a little reminder, we do not phrase by the because it would conflict with the word bit. Okay, B-I-T is bit. Line 11, the goose was loose. And just a reminder, was, W-A-Z, was, not was. Okay. Now, looking over at 12.6, we've got some new briefs and phrases. All right, let's look at those. The first brief we have is should. That's initial S-H, should. That's going to be struck with your pinky and your index finger with your left hand, should. Then we have some phrases, should be, S-H, final B. Should go, initial S-H, final G. Should I, S-H, short I because it's the pronoun I. Should you, S-H-U. Should not, S-H, final N. Then we have much. Much is going to be written as our CH, the final FP, much. So then we can phrase very much. Very is S-R, which is our V, E, final CH, very much. Too much, T-A-O-C-H. So much, S-O-C-H. Then we have shall. Shall is going to be written as our final SH, shall. So that means we can phrase he shall, E-S-H. We shall, W-E-S-H. You shall, U-S-H. I shall, short I, S-H, ish. Usual. Usual is going to be written as the long U-S-H, Yush. Long U-S-H, Yush. Unusual, N, long U-S-H, Noosh. Okay, then we have receipt, R-E-T. Purchase, P-U-R. Under, U-N-D. Understand, U-N-D-Z. So make sure you don't get that Z with when you write under, because it's going to look like understand. Okay. All right. 12.7 is a brief drill that focuses on all of those new briefs that you just got. Okay. 12.8, you've got practice sentences. And all of those are pretty self-explanatory. It's covering everything that you are learning in this lesson. If it's underlined, that means you must phrase it. And if you look at line 4, first sentence, it says, much of it is gone. So you can phrase, it is. Okay. All right. And looking over, 12.8 actually continues on a second page. I want to remind you to look at line 22. First sentence says, I should be on time. On, the brief for on is O. You don't want to do O-N, okay? On is just O. Okay. All right. And then the second sentence over from that says, Josh should be here today. Now, they're talking about somebody's name or person. This is where we have to use the tapping method. We haven't had to use that in a while. We did kind of cover it in the beginning of theory. Obviously, I have to flag it because it's somebody's name. But if all of my fingers are on the J, and then I have my thumb here on the O, my 2 fingers here are on the SH, I have to tap it. So that means once I press down, I would like, when I have to tap, I'm going to use my right index finger. I'm going to lift up, but I'm going to keep my left hand on the J and the O, and I'm going to reach over and hit this and then lift up. So I press down on the J-O-S-H, lift up with the S-H, and come over here and tap this and then lift up. And that might take a few times before you get it. So I really encourage you to practice that before you actually do the homework, okay? Because it is a little tricky, but you will get used to it. Okay, so Josh is one of those proper names that you have to use the tapping method because all of your fingers are used up basically. All right, so now looking at 12.9, we've got some consonant compounds. Today they're focusing on KW and the initial KW, final RN. So our KW is struck with the ring and middle finger of our left hand, KW. And the RN on the final side is going to be struck with our index and middle finger with our right hand, RN. Let's look at some of these words. Quit, KW short IT, quit. Quite, KW long IT. Okay, quell, KWEL. Quip, KW short IP. Quill, KW short IL. That's the hollow part of a feather. Quail, KW long AL. Okay, quote, KW long OT. Quick, KWIK, short I. Quake, KW long AK. Quiz, KW short IZ. It's not, don't use an S. It's not quiz. Quiz. Quack, KWAK. Quip, KWIP, short I. Quirk, KW short IRK. Here's your RK. Queen, KW long EN. Queen. Quart. Now that has a ah kind of a sound, so we're going to use our broad A. It's spelled with an A as well. So quart, K-W-A-U-R-T. So if you need to, make a little note there, K-W-A-U-R-T. Queer, KW long ER, queer. Quilt, KW short I LT. Quint, KW short I NT. Quad, there's our broad A, KWAUD. There's a B broad A. It's spelled with an A, has an A sound, so we write it as the AU. Same with the next one, quash, KWAUSH. Okay, now final RN words. Learn, LAERN, learn. Fern, FERN. Burn, BURN. Scorn, SK long ORN. Earn. Now, earn is going to be written as AERN because of the AE reversal. Earn some money. Shorn, SH long ORN. Shorn. Turn, TURN. Sworn, SW long ORN. Torn, again, a long O, T long ORN. Torn. Now, earn. This is the other earn. Put the ashes in the urn, URN. Born, B long ORN. Thorn, TH long ORN. Corn, K long ORN. Worn, W long ORN. Horn, H long ORN. Stern, STERN. Yearn, there's our AE reversal, YAERN. Spurn, SPURN. Barn, BARN. Porn, P long ORN. Long O. All right, so if you look over at 12.10, you've got some practice sentences. Okay, you notice the first sentence, or line 1, second sentence, it says, Joe is quite well. Make sure you flag Joe. It's somebody's name. Quite is a long I. Second line, second sentence, we had quail to eat, long A for quail. Third line, second sentence, we should quash the rule. That's going to be KWAUSH. And then line 6, second sentence, the sheep were shorn, long O. The seventh sentence, first sentence, or I'm sorry, line 7, first sentence says the rag was torn up, long O for torn. Then the next sentence over says he wore a look of scorn. Look, don't forget your AO there. Scorn, long O. Line 8, the urn was red and tan, urn, URN. Then over from that, he should learn much on the job. Don't forget to phrase on the, initial O, final T, or actually it's not really initial. We're using our vowel bank there, O, final T, so phrase on the. Let's see here, line 9, did you feel the quake? Quake is a long A. Line 10, second sentence, it says eat the corn in the barn. Now, if you notice, eat is going to be written as A-E-T, and corn is a long O, all right? Now, I want to talk to you about the difference between eat and ate. I will eat the corn. That is spelled E-A-T, so we're going to write that as A-E-T, okay? But if you have the word ate, I ate the corn, that would be long A-T. So that's the difference between eat and ate. Okay, and line 11, the queen was sworn. Queen is a long E, sworn is a long O. Okay, so those are your sentences for 12.10. And that sums up lesson 12. So once you have done this at least 3 times, preferably 4 or more, then you're going to come back in and listen to the read back sentences. So I will see you soon. Good luck.